Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Matt and I am an artist. Today I have a question for you guys, which is about challenges. So, when somebody approaches you with a challenge, this is so cheesy, oh my god. Alright, when somebody approaches you with a challenge, is it daunting, is it exciting, or is it both? So a couple weeks ago I got an email from two amazing singers, Carly and Martina, and they were soon to be releasing an album, and they wanted me to listen to one of their songs, absorb it, visualize it, and bring it to life as a painting. Not only that, they wanted the process of the painting to become the music video to the song. So when I had to answer my own question of the day, I would definitely say it was daunting, but here's how it went. Okay, this is voiceover Matt taking over. Let's talk about thumbnailing. So, debatably the most important part of any big project is thumbnailing. It is a way of visually brainstorming, getting all of your ideas down, and then from these little sketches you can pick your favorites and start to build a final composition from them. So I had a couple of thumbnails I was happy with, and I took out the iPad Pro with Procreate and I started to refine them. So with my two favorite thumbnails, I did some digital rendering. One of them turned into a fail, that's right here. So then I moved on to my next one. Now there's a couple of advantages to switching to digital media at this point in the process. For me, I love how fast-paced it is, how I can easily manipulate the composition, and how quickly I can change the colors around. It really makes the process go a lot faster and allows me to test a variety of options before I choose one I like. So then, using this digital mock-up as a guide for my final painting, I was able to begin sketching. I was planning on working with acrylic, so I decided to gesso this large piece of paper to work on top of. And once I was happy with the sketch, I just sprayed it with a couple layers of workable fixative, and that basically just allows me to keep my pencil lines visible once I start painting. Okay, so let's talk about my acrylic painting process because it may look a little bit strange. Okay, so I am using Lucas brand acrylics, and basically the way I like to start most of my acrylic paintings is with really watered down washes. The washes really allow me to establish a color composition from a really early stage in the painting and also gives me a mid-tone to build on top of. I also really like the rough texture of it. It almost looks like watercolor and you can see a lot of the brush strokes, and I just think that adds a lot of interest to the piece once it's done. So as you can see, I laid down my pinks, my purples, and transitioned it all the way into my blues. So with the base coat down, I can go in and start choosing chunks of the painting I want to be darker or have a certain color. So you can see me painting the side of the bed, the pants that the girl is wearing. So I can slowly start to chisel away the details block by block. The same process goes for the wall behind her. I'm slowly putting in the details of the frames, the books, the tapestries, and I can slowly start blocking out these subjects, and then it gives me a really nice base to work on top of. So when I'm working, I prefer to put my darkest colors down first, and then as I slowly layer, I can increase the opacity of my paint and slowly work up to the lightest parts of the painting. So another reason why I like working this way is because by the end of my painting, the most important features of the painting are the most rendered and the most opaque, while minor details tend to fade into the background with the rougher textures. It also gives you as the artist control over where you want your viewer's eye to go. So for me, rendering the face a lot more than the rest of the piece allowed me to really make that a focal point, while other minor details or things that I wanted to fade into the background were not as distracting. So I will say the slow build up to opaque paint is a bit of a slow way to work in general. As you can see, I went through many shirts throughout this video. It took me about 2 weeks to get this fully finished, but it is, I think, a really rewarding way to execute a painting. Yeah, that wraps up my painting process. I am not a pro, but that is the way I like to work. So that wraps up the insights into my creative process for this piece, from conceptualization all the way up to a finished painting. Now, let's check out the music video. And that was edited by my good friend CJ. Check him out on Instagram, right here.
I keep hearing your song. Every time I think I'm fine, every time I'm moving on. Say I don't care, but I do. 'Cause it takes me back to times I would sing your song to you. Hello, you had me at hello. Did you always know that you would say goodbye? Reasons to keep you from leaving. I would give them, but you'd never want to try. You make it look easy, no calls or texts to reach me. No, you don't wanna see me again. So I keep overplaying everything that you were saying, a tragic melody in my head. I keep hearing your song every time I think I'm fine, every time I'm moving on. Say I don't care, but I do, 'cause it takes me back to times I would sing your song to you. Bitter, the truth is so bitter, and it's hard for me to find a sweeter taste. Wishing and reminiscing might be over, and that's fine, but not okay. You make it look easy, no calls or texts to reach me. No, you don't wanna see me again. So I keep overplaying everything that you were saying, a tragic melody in my head. I keep hearing your song every time I think I'm fine, every time I'm moving on. Say I don't care, but I do, 'cause it takes me back to times I would sing your song to you. I keep overplaying everything that you were saying, a tragic melody in my head. I keep hearing your song every time I think I'm fine, every time I'm moving on. Say I don't care, but I do, 'cause it takes me back to times I would sing your song to you. I keep hearing your song every time I think I'm fine, every time I'm moving on. Say I don't care, but I do, 'cause it takes me back to times I would sing your song to you.
And that's the music video. So given the timeline of the project, I am happy with the result. I could tear it apart with critique about the proportions and this and that and the other thing. I think though, looking back, the most important part was that it fit the mood of the song, and I'm happy with that aspect of it. So I think, it was a challenge, but it was a daunting challenge, but it was at the end of the day an exciting challenge, and I'm really happy they asked me to be involved. If you have not already, go check out Carly and Martina's album. It's called Are You Listening? I'll leave a link in the description. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, you can find it anywhere. Really great stuff, go check it out. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, you can like it, you can subscribe, you can follow me on Instagram if you want, at matthewsorgie, whatever you guys want, it's up to you. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Check out Carly and Martina, do whatever you want to do. See you guys soon, that's it.